Welcome to the IPL awards ceremony. Put on your tux and join me as we look at the nominees and winners of all of these awards that I just made up. We have now seen all the IPL regular season games, except for the ones that Lucknow played in because we all fell asleep. Or there was that rain for a while as well. But we saw a lot of cricket, and I was wondering what to do with all my takes and nonsense, and so I thought we should aim at making our own awards from the regular season. We will start with my favourite award in all of sport, the most improved player. If you need a VPN, go Nord. Use nordvpn.com/Kimber to get a 2-year contract with a discount, plus 4 extra months, plus gifts in some markets. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the show notes. Protect your computer like a blocker protects the stumps with NordVPN today. Our nominees for Most Improved Player are Pat Cummins, who's never been this good in the IPL before, Tusha Deshpande, who has been a revelation this season, Abhishek Sharma, who is smashing the ball everywhere, Riyan Parag, who's been around for a long time, and this time he looked like the player that everyone assumed was under there. Rajat Patidar and Sai Sudarshan were good before, but they've certainly found another level. Everyone here has improved, but who has done it the most? The two players I think this has to come down to are Abhishek and Parag. And Parag did actually have a decent first year in the IPL, and since then has struggled a lot. And Abhishek had a good season in 2022. But this is one of the most explosive years ever. To be honest, I don't think there's much between it, but I'm going with Abhishek. You might say that Parag has had just as good a claim, but Abhishek's year was better. I think he improved more. Next up is the McStrike Award for the best strike bowler. Andre Russell has been crazy with the wickets. Atisha Patharana took more than 2 wickets per game in his brief season. Chahal probably loses this because of the second half of his season. Harshal Patel is back taking poles with all those slower ones. Jasprit Bumrah has also taken a lot of wickets. Mukesh Kumar was incredibly consistent. And Mayank Yadav is incredibly lucky to be nominated. But let's be honest, if he played more games, would also certainly be a big chance of winning this. Varun Chakravarti couldn't do anything at the start of the year, but wow, he has come good. And Harshit Rana took 17 wickets in 12 games. We could go through all this deeper, but in even just 6 games, Patharana was like a nuclear weapon. If you told me he took 4 wickets per game, I would believe you. If you told me he took 4 wickets per ball, I would still probably believe you. The real purple cap is the award for best bowler. There were 3 outstanding seasons. Patharana might have won this if he had played the full year. Sunil Narine was also incredible. But we would just be wasting everyone's time if we didn't just skip to Jasprit Bumrah. Even by his standards, this year was freaky. He had his lowest economy ever in the fastest scoring season in T20 history. Plus, he averaged 16.8 runs per wicket with no help. The Bhuvi is the award for the best new ball bowler. The man it is named after is actually also one of our nominees. Aurora had a really good run with the new ball this year. Sandeep Sharma did very well. Bumrah was great, but certainly not a specialist, and also he didn't really take the new ball. It was kind of more power play bowling with him. But I think the outstanding bowler with a new ball has to be Trent Boult. His first overs have been works of art. And while I want to give it to Bhuvi, and he certainly had some moments, I think Boult was just next level. The nominees for the best defensive bowlers are Sandeep Sharma, Patharana, Narine, and Natarajan. But again, I'm not going to waste your time when it's obviously Bumrah. The Dre Russ goes to the best all-rounder, and the big man gets nominated for this as well. Nitesh Reddy gets a nomination here, but he's probably not quite ready yet. Ravi Jadeja didn't have a career year, but he made runs and was strong in the face of the econ apocalypse. We probably should have called it that all year now. I'm a little bit disappointed it's taken me this long to work it out. Akshar Patel had a very similar season as well, but Sunil Narine made a stupid amount of runs and was also one of the best bowlers in the tournament. He just gets that award. The best spinner we're going to call the Rashid Award, but the great man is not nominated this year. We have Sunil Narine plus the slow left arm, or the fast left arm, I suppose, of Jadeja and Akshar. Chahal had a great start to the year, but is lucky still to get nominated. Varun Chakravarti was exactly the opposite to that. Kuldeep Yadav had a really good year, but I think it still goes to Sunil Narine. How about the Yusuf Award for best hitter? Sunrisers have 2 at the top of their stack. Ramandeep did some incredible work. Jake Fraser-McGurk changed our lives and maybe our view on life. Phil Salt and Sunil Narine had some fun. Smashatosh Sharma lived up to that new name. And I really enjoyed the work of Shashank Singh. You can add more. What about Will Jackson and Tristan Stubbs? And should we mention MS Dhoni's late-stage capitalism slogging? But I've never seen anything like what Fraser McGurk did. Maybe the two Sunrisers Southpaw sloggers hurt each other's case, but the Rooster was simply magnificent when it came to hitting the ball. For the best batter, we'll call this the real orange cap. And again, we have the Abhishek or Travishek combo. I think Abhishek is better because they bat at the top of the order, but everyone else likes Travishek. But Virat Kohli was also huge as well. Ruturaj Gaikwad basically carried Chennai, and the Royals had Riyan Parag and Sanju Samson. We should mention people like JFM, Patidar, Puran, Tilak and Sudarshan as well. But I think this is between Head and Kohli, and I think Virat had a great season, but I find it hard to go past Head. He averaged 44 while striking at 2 runs a ball for 500 runs. If Virat's entire season was like his last 9 games, he might have had a better case, but it's Travis Head for me. For our best player of pace, we have Tristan Stubbs, JFM, Dinesh Karthik, and someone else also suggested Rishabh Pant. But I think it actually goes back to Travis Head and Virat Kohli again. And I'm going to go Trav Ball again here. The Rainer Award for the best work against spin has quite a few nominees. Abhishek Sharma really has to be close. Sanju Samson played it really well. Rajat Patidar and Heinrich Klaasen took it to a whole different level. Shivan Dubey was incredible for half the year and then not. And the truth is, he didn't actually face spin all that much because people were hiding it from him. And Virat Kohli gets here just for finding the slog sweep in his attic. Sai Sudarshan, Nicholas Puran, Sunil Narayan, Shashank Singh all had their moments. But I couldn't go past Patidar for this. I love what he did against Ben this year, but I'll be honest, I almost went Abhishek. The best power play batter, the Sehwag, of course. We have Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma obviously getting in, as do Sunil Narayan and Phil Salt. And in Cricket 8's chat, we also had a few people nominating Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis. I think they're personally a little bit further away, but that's 3 pairs. We also had a nomination for Simran Singh. I think when it comes to maximising the power play, it's Abhishek Sharma for me. And there really isn't that much between him and his partner Head or Jake Fraser McGurk. Any of those 3 could have got this award. The Raidu Award is for the player who is best in the middle overs. We have Sanju Samson, Rajat Patidar, Nicholas Puran, Shivam Dubey, Riyan Parag, Will Jacks, Tilak Varma, Shashank Singh and Heinrich Klaasen. There's actually quite a lot of middle overs, so there's quite a few players there. Patidar has a good shout here. Actually, quite a few of these players do. But Sanju Samson controlled the middle for the Royals, and I thought he was exceptional all the way through, so I'm going to give it to him. The Dhoni for the best finisher had a whole bunch of options. Dinesh Karthik came back. Heinrich Klaasen was still pretty good in what was probably an underwhelming season for him. Shashank Singh was handy. MS Dhoni was good at the death. Or maybe it was zombie batting because he came in so late. Ramandeep Singh, Ashutosh Sharma also did great work. Nicholas Puran would have been better in an order that actually helped him. Tim David had to contend with Hardik's batting orders and his own game against spin, while Tristan Stubbs scored 3 runs per ball at the death. But even with those numbers, I just think that Dinesh Karthik was the best player at the end of the game here. It felt like he was instant runs and calmness all the way through the regular season, even when that team was absolutely terrible. But there is no doubt that Tristan Stubbs is very unlucky to miss out on this. And finally, I wanted to look at one other kind of award, the best newcomer. And there's quite a few exciting players to look at. Nitesh Reddy has played 2 matches before this season, but I'm more than happy for him to qualify for this award. I really like Rafiq Salam's work. And let us be really clear, even with 1 more match, I might have had to give this to Mayank Yadav. But I am going to have to give this to Jake Fraser McGurk. The Rooster, the Fraggle McGurkin, whatever you want to call him. What the hell were we even watching when he was at the crease? And that is it for this year's awards. Leave your nominees and winners in the comments. But also, subscribe and spread the love. Tell your bus driver about us. If you make any content, Minvo Pro is the tool for you. Take your long format content and cut it and slice it for social media. This AI-inspired weapon will turn your one piece of work into so many clips. Try Minvo.pro now.